Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing December TBR using the TBR jar. This is the last time we're going to be using this particular TBR jar because I'm going to make a new one. For the new year I'm going to make a video doing that as well. So without further ado, I think let's be quite ambitious. I think let's choose like 10. Let's just go all out and choose 10 books for December. First prompt. An autumn read. That's good considering it's winter. Let's have a look. I'm thinking maybe, I don't even know if I can actually get it out because there's so many books stacked on top of it. I'm thinking maybe Out on a Limb. Am I being really stupid here trying to get this out like this? Oh, there we go. I'm thinking maybe Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. It looks cozy on the front cover. I think this is like, is it something to do with like pregnancy? Yeah, it's like accidental pregnancy, but apparently everyone loves this. This has got like the most amazing reviews. Let's go with this. Let's go with Out on a Limb by Hannah Bonham Young. I have been very excited to read from this author. I've never read from her before, so yeah, let's go with that one. Next prompt, a sci-fi. Oh, I need to stop putting this one back in because I don't have this many sci-fis and I think I get this prompt like literally every month. I think the only sci-fi I have, which I put on my TBR now about 6 months in a row and still haven't read, Cat's Cradle by Kurt Vonnegut. It's kind of good that I haven't read it or else I wouldn't have anything for this prompt. But I have started this. I'm not sure it's the book for me, but to be fair, this is good because I can give it another go and then if it's not for me, I can DNF and unhaul it before the end of the year. I am going to do an unhaul as well, guys, before the end of the year because we need to get rid of some of these books that I'm just either never going to read or have read and didn't like. Anyway, not the point. This is kind of like, it's about a fake religion, is the best way I can describe it. I'm only like 30 pages in, and I feel like Kurt Vonnegut doesn't know what Kurt Vonnegut books were about, let alone anyone else supposed to know without reading it. So it's a sci-fi, and it has very religious elements. That's all I know about this book. And I think that's why I'm not loving it, because I'm personally not religious. And the religion in the book isn't based on a real religion. Like, it's completely made up like sci-fi kind of stuff. So it's not even like I'm learning about a religion, because I don't mind reading about religion or, you know, seeing it in media or whatever. But because A, I'm not religious, and B, this isn't teaching me anything about any real religion, I'm not sure it's the book for me, but I am going to give it another go because I feel like only 30 pages is too quick to judge. Next prompt, a fantasy. Good. I love fantasy books. I'm in such a fantasy mood right now. Okay, I already know what we're going to go with. We're going to go with Bookshops and Bone Dust because another one of my big goals this year has been to finish series that I've started. This is an easy win because it's only a duology and I've already read Legends and Lattes. So this is the prequel to Legends and Lattes. It's about Viv's life before she kind of settles down and opens, you know, her little, even like a coffee shop, that's it. It's about Viv's life before she like settles down and opens the coffee shop in Legends and Lattes. So I am excited for this one. I've been wanting to read it for a while and I don't know why I haven't. So yeah, definitely excited to get to that. That's 3, so we've still got 7 more to go. Next one, a dystopia. Okay, I already know what I'm going to read. The physical copy of it is downstairs because I've already started it. And it's Never Fade by Alexandra Bracken. I'm about halfway through and I'm not enjoying it. But it's the only dystopia really that I've got, and I need to give it another go because obviously I need to decide whether to DNF it or not. I don't want to just keep sitting in the middle of books. I just need to give it a go, and if I DNF then that is fine, but at the minute it's just like a soft DNF. I've just not picked it up in a while. So yeah, Never Fade. It's basically a series about these kids and all children in, is it in America or wherever the book is set, their version of America. Basically kids are like evil and everyone thinks they're going to make everyone ill with this disease. So all the kids have been locked away in camps and it's about that. It sounds very interesting. I'm not finding the execution of it that interesting, but I will give it another go. I think I just find the characters quite annoying and I think that's a problem for me. I need to like the characters or not like them for a reason other than they're just annoying me. Next one, oh, a winter read. Guys, there's no deliberation. We're going to read The Christmas Tree Farm by Laura Gilmore. This is basically like Gilmore Girls fanfiction. This is the 3rd one in the series. The first one is the Pumpkin Spice Cafe. The second one is the Cinnamon Bun Bookstore, which I have read as well. That one is set in the summer though, despite having an autumnal cover, so don't let that trick you. Pumpkin Spice Cafe is very autumnal. Cinnamon Bun Bookstore is actually very summery. Surely this one is going to be wintry. It's got Christmas in the title. So I don't actually know what this is about. I assume it's very similar to the first ones. It's small town romance, like a really, really small town. And I assume this is going to be something to do with the Christmas tree farm. So yeah, I'm definitely excited to read this one. I'm not usually a Christmas book lover. They never hit right for me. If you have any recs, please leave like Christmas romance recommendations down below. But this is like the only one I own, and I am excited because the cover's just gorgeous. And I'm not going in with like too high expectations, which I think will be a good thing, because I can only be either pleasantly surprised or I'll feel how I expect to about this, if that makes sense. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got 5 more prompts to do. The next one, a book you didn't finish. Okay, we're gonna, again, it's downstairs because I've started it. We're gonna go with Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. Will I finish this? The chances are so slim, but I always like to give books a couple of chances, because I always come back to when I read the first chapter of Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, put it down and thought this isn't for me, picked it back up, devoured the entire series, and it's now like a 4.5 star series for me. So I always like to, if I'm not enjoying a book, put it down and at least pick it back up once more just to give it a go, because I'm scared that I'll put it down and then I'm missing out on like what could be a favourite book. I don't think this is going to happen. I think I will probably end up doing F in Fangirl, I can't even lie. But I am going to give it another go. Again, the problem for me is that I find the characters annoying, and I don't know how I'm going to get past that, but I will give the book another go. So yeah, Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell for a book you didn't finish. So that's 6. And the next one, a book from your need to read pile. Okay, my need to read pile is now the bottom section of my TBR cart. These are the books that basically I want to read before the end of the year. We've got the Gilded Ones and You Made a Fool of Death with Your Beauty. Very different. This is a fantasy read. This is like women's fiction, I think. I bought this because the cover is stunning, but it's got really bad reviews. I don't know why I haven't picked this one up, because I don't think this does have bad reviews. I've just never been drawn to it. I'm going to go with this one because I'm actually excited to read it, which means I will actually have a chance at finishing this TBR because I'll actually want to read the books on it. So yeah, I'm going to go with this. I don't know what it's about. Literally it just says, in this bold and immersive fantasy, a young heroine fights to save a world that would dare tame her and discovers she is her own fiercest weapon. Love that for her. And also look at that cover, literally unreal, stunning. 3 more to go. Next prompt. A book that starts with A. Okay, this is fun because it kind of takes a lot of the choice out of it, so it might encourage me to read something a little bit different to what I would usually read. This is where I expose myself as a fool, because I will be looking at so many books that start with an A, but I'll be sat here like, how many books that start with an A? Oh yeah, Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. Okay, we might have to go with that. I think that might be the only option. What have we got around the back of here? They don't begin with an A. Which I am definitely nervous about because I am an anxious person. So I don't want this to make me worse. But Frederick Bachman is obviously like everywhere at the moment. Everyone is loving his book, so I am excited to give this one a go. I don't know what it's about other than some anxious people. But yeah, Anxious People by Frederick Bachman. I believe we've got 2 more to choose. A Kindle book. Good, because I'm in a Kindle mood at the moment, despite having a massive physical TBR that I need to read. What do I want to read on my Kindle? This is so hard because usually I just pick my Kindle up and just look what's there and click what I'm in the mood for at the time. Let me think about what's even on my Kindle. Are we going to say that I'm going to read the tandem read from Throne of Glass? Am I actually going to commit to putting that out there on the internet? I think I am. I think I'm going to say I am going to read the tandem read from the Throne of Glass series, which is Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms, which I do have on my Kindle. And I've been putting it off because it's going to be so long, and controversially, I'm not obsessed with the Throne of Glass series. I'm just reading to the end because I'm hoping the Kingdom of Ash is going to like redeem all and make me love it, but I'm not loving it right now. But I am going to commit, we're going to say right here right now, that I am going to aim to read the tandem read in December. It might be a big ask, I don't know if it's going to happen. And our last prompt for December, which means our last prompt for 2024, is a book from an author you've read before. Okay, this is fun. So a book from an author that I have read from before. I am very tempted, oh, they're all falling. I am very, very tempted by Tame and Seven. The only reason I haven't read this is because I don't want to have none left in the series to read. But I think it might be about time that we actually just go for it and read this book. So yeah, I'm going to put it on there, even though it's a big one and the tandem read is big as well. To be fair, none of the other books I've picked this month are particularly big, so I might be alright. But yeah, this is Claire and Gibbs's book. I don't know if it's going to be their only book or if they're going to get more. We're not sure yet. But yeah, I can't really talk much about what it's about because it's the 5th book in a series, but it's from the Boys of Tommen series, so you might have heard of like Binding 13, Keeping 13. Yeah, it's following some of the, I was going to say side characters, but like not really. They're all kind of a group of main characters that are all getting their own book at some point. And I am very excited for Claire and Gibbs's book, but I know this hasn't had the best reviews, so I am also a little bit nervous, but mostly just excited to read this one. And I suppose it's good that I'm going in with expectations that it might not be as good as the others, because again, I'm either going to be satisfied that it's not, or pleasantly surprised if I end up absolutely loving this one. All the other books in the series are like 5 stars, by the way, just for context. So just as a quick roundup of all the books we're reading, so we've got Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell and Never Fade by Alexandra Bracken, that I don't have the copies to hand for. Then we've got Taming 7, Anxious People, The Gilded Ones, The Christmas Tree Farm, Bookshops and Bone Dust, Cat's Cradle, and Out on a Limb. I think we've got so many good books on here this month. Like, I'm really excited about this TBR, to be honest. I think we've got some definitely potential for quite a few highly rated, potentially 5-star books here. So yeah, very excited about this TBR and knowing that these are the books I'm going to be reading for the rest of the year. Thank you so much for watching this video. Give it a thumbs up down below if you did enjoy, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!